Yesterday, Donald Trump announced sweeping tariffs across the entire globe. Asia, South America, Narnia, Arendelle, Wakanda, Bachelor Nation. If you can imagine it, Trump slapped a tariff on it. And today, the reviews came in.
NASDAQ's getting crushed. Small caps are getting crushed.
This is a shock to the system.
It is ugly out there. Worse than worst case scenario.
Stocks are getting slashed and burned. $2.5 trillion vaporized.
$2.5 trillion vaporized. Your kid's college fund disintegrated. Your 401k given the death penalty. Your pension waterboarded in Guantanamo. Those stocks your Nana gave you 20 years ago accidentally stepped on a landmine while vacationing in Vietnam. Economists say we could be on the verge of a recession, so things are looking scary right now. But don't worry. The only thing the president is better at than negotiating is speaking soothing words of comfort in times of need.
We have heard from President Trump. He took to Truth Social, wrote this: "The operation is over. The patient lived and is healing. The prognosis is that the patient will be far stronger, bigger, better, and more resilient than ever before."
Boy, I feel so much better now. Always reassuring when the surgeon comes out screaming at the top of his lungs, "The patient is fine! Everything is going great! Does anybody have a mop?" The thing is, the patient didn't need major surgery. We just needed a teeth cleaning. Keep it clean and shiny. No one wants to wake up from heart surgery to their dental hygienist shouting, "I think he's going to live!" Also, the patient is going to be bigger? Was the surgery a penis enhancement? If so, what kind? Was it latex injections, scrotoplasty, ligament extension, ventral phalloplasty, a fat transfer to enhance girth? I think those are the options. I don't know. Now, look, you could argue that it's bad that my retired 78-year-old mom is polishing up her resume now, but to Donald Trump, it's all worth it because we're correcting a grave injustice.
President Trump says the higher penalties come in response to tariffs those countries impose on American products they import.
Reciprocal, that means they do it to us and we do it to them. Very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple in that it is simply not true. All right, the reality is that the numbers on his board are not the tariffs other countries are charging us. They actually represent the trade deficit between the U.S. and those countries, meaning we buy more stuff from them than they buy from us. I'm just going to repeat this. Those numbers don't represent the tariffs. They represent that we buy more stuff from them than they buy from us. That means we're basically punishing other countries for selling us stuff that we want. This is like me going to John Varvatos and beating the shit out of him because I like his socks. Why don't you ever buy my socks, John Varvatos? I don't make any socks, but that's no excuse. But that's really what's going on. It's not actually about tariffs. It's about other countries not buying enough of our stuff. Although Howard Lutnick, Commerce Secretary and cologne sponge, had another way to put it.
The European Union won't take chicken from America. They won't take lobsters from America. They hate our beef because our beef is beautiful and theirs is weak. It's unbelievable. We can't sell corn to India. We can't sell rice to Asia.
Yeah, although I'm not sure tariffs are the reason we can't sell rice to Asia. I think they figured rice out about 10,000 years ago. Now, if they want to add aroni, well, then let us know. We got that figured out. By the way, Europe's beef is weak? I'm sure that's not true. They famously have a running from the beef event where the beef tramples people. But you know what? I'm not too concerned about Donald Trump not understanding how his tariffs work because he's Donald Trump. He doesn't understand how to make money running a casino.
Every country on the list faces at least 10% tariffs. Even small, remote places like the Heard and McDonald Islands. They are near Antarctica and covered in glaciers, home to many penguins, but no people.
Yeah. We put a 10% tariff We put a 10% tariff on an island that only has penguins? Trump would have been better off tariffing that island Tom Hanks got stranded on. At least it had one guy in that little volleyball he was f***ing. Is this a mistake? Look, I know old people butt dial strangers all the time, but this is the first time I've heard of someone butt tariffing an entire country. For more on these tariffs, let's go live to that uninhabited penguin island with Grace Kuhlenschmidt. Grace, hold on. Wait, Grace, hold on. Why are you dressed like a penguin?
Because I'm a serious journalist, Michael. I wanted to embed myself with the locals to get the real story.
Okay, point taken. But Grace, I'm sure your reporting has shown that putting tariffs on the penguins is ridiculous.
Well, at first I too thought that Trump putting tariffs on this uninhabited island was a sign that he had suffered brain damage. But after spending a week here in negative 11 degrees and drinking lots of seawater, I totally see where he's coming from. The penguins are taking total advantage of America. We buy all their skins to make tuxedos, but have they ever bought any fish from us?
Okay, why would they buy fish from us? They're on an island surrounded by fish.
Yeah, but our fish comes in stick form. My grandfather was a fish stickerman. And these penguins are the reason he lost his job. Also, he got me too'd. Plus, America makes a lot of other things penguins don't buy. Soybeans, natural gas, grenade launchers.
Okay, look, penguins don't need any of that stuff.
Oh, why? Because they're too stupid?
No, because they don't have thumbs.
Well, they don't have thumbs while they're f***ing me either, but they're doing that perfectly fine.
Okay, Grace, okay.